Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to our C programming class. In the last class, we had learnt how to write an if-else statement, that is control statement to take the decision. We had discussed how to read variables and how to compare two variables using a relational operator and what is logical expression. So these are all the things we had discussed in our previous class. In this class, let us discuss, can we write one more function along with main? That is, can we write two or more functions in a program? Yes, it is possible and it has many advantages too. Let us discuss why we need more than one function while developing a real-time applications. So let me recall the definition of a function. What is function? It is a place where we arrange our instructions. Hence, a function can be called as it is a group of instructions, or it can be defined as it is a subprogram. So it has many definitions, like it is a subprogram, or it is a place where we put our instructions and we create a program. So when you write a C program or any program, that program may have one or more functions. Therefore, a program will have many modules and those modules are represented by means of a function. When we define two or more functions, it helps us to reduce the complexity in developing the software, and also it allows us to reuse the existing code. I will prove all those things. You just remember the points, that it allows to reduce the complexity in program writing, and also it helps us to reuse the program. How to reuse? I will prove all those things. So let me modify this program. In this program, the main what it is doing, it is reading data from the keyboard with these two statements, and then it is finding the biggest using this if-else statement. Let us define one more function along with main. Let that function to calculate the biggest. How to do that? Very simple. Let me go before main. Here let me create some space. Here I will define a one more function. So when you write a function, we call it as defining a function. So when you define a function, you need to know three things. The first point is, what is the return type of the function? Whether the function returns a value or not. If it returns, what is the type of that value being returned? That you have to mention. That is called return type. Here I will give the return type as integer. Why? I will tell you later. Okay. The first point is return type, and the next thing is function name. It is left to you. You can give any name. For example, I will give find big. The name itself indicates the purpose of the function, that this function has to find the biggest. And the third thing is, does this function has parameters? What are parameters? The value you are going to pass to the function are called parameters. If you are using parameters, you need to mention its type also. For example, I will pass two parameters of type integer. That's why I write int num1 comma int num2. Though both parameters are of type integer, you need to mention integer two times. Okay, so I will repeat. When you are defining a function, you need to mention the three things. The first thing is data return type. I have given integer. Function name, that is find big, and the third thing is parameters. I have mentioned two parameters and both are of type integer. So this is our plan. Okay, so the task of this function is to find the biggest among num1 and num2 and return that biggest value to main. Okay, how to do that? If num1 is greater than num2, who is big? Num1 is big, that's why I return num1. Else num2 is big, I will return num2. So this is our simple definition of a function. It takes two integer values and returns the biggest. Now, how to use this function in our program? Very simple. A function can be used in our program by calling it. So I will delete this thing. Let me delete. Okay. I will add one more variable called big. Here Instead of finding the biggest in main itself, I will call the function find big. How to do that? Big is equal to find big. I will pass num1 and num2 as parameters, and later let us display the result. Biggest is percentage %d comma big. Let me cross check. Yeah, everything is fine. I will execute the program, compile and run. Okay, it should display the statement enter two numbers. Yeah, I have got it. Let me give 45 and 85. I should get biggest is 85. Yeah, biggest is 85. Let me cross check with one more example. Let me give 200 followed by 20. Biggest is 200. Yes, it is working. So what is the unique feature in this program? Here we have two functions, that is main. This one main, we already know main, and in this class I have written this function called find big. So my program is having two functions, main and find big. So what is the job of main? Main's job is to read the data from keyboard, and it takes the help of find big function to find the biggest. So who is calling the find big? Main is calling the find big. Therefore you can call main as a calling function because it calls, and find big gets called by main. Therefore you can call find big as called function. So the few points I would like to recall. So a program may have two or more functions, and having function is very advantageous to us. Like, we can reduce the complexity and we can reuse the code. When you define a function, you need to mention return type, function name, and parameters. These are compulsory. Once the definition is over, you need to call the function by its name. So here I am calling the function find big, and I am passing num1 and num2, and it returns the biggest, and that I will store in the variable called big. Later I will display the result. So here the given task is divided into two functions. Main's job is to read the data from keyboard, and find big job is to find the biggest among two variables. So this technique we will use while developing our IoT prototypes. In the previous video, in the first video, I had explained an accident detection system. There we have written four functions. One function to initialize all the pins, and second function to connect our board with Wi-Fi, and third function to fetch the geolocations, and fourth function to send data to Blink server. So in this way, functions are very useful while developing real-time applications. Please practice this program, and this will be very useful while developing your project or your prototype. So let me show you how a function is useful. Here what I will do, I will write one more time. I will call the function find big. Now instead of using variables, I will pass constants. That is also possible. 200 comma 300. Okay, so I will display the result. So here what I am achieving, I am proving how we can reuse a function. See, first time it is called here by passing num1 and num2, and second time it is called by passing 200 and 300. So what is the advantage? Write once, call many number of times. That is reusability. When you define a function, it helps us to reuse the function many number of times, so that we can save our programming time, and also we can save our memory and time. This is the advantage. Let me show you how it works. For the first case, you have to input the numbers 89 and 45. Yes, you can see the two results. The biggest among 89 and 45 is 89, and the biggest among 200 and 300 is 300. So this is how we can reuse a function. Therefore, learning function is very important. Please practice this program, and in the next class I will go to Arduino, that is the basics of IoT. Before going to that one, you need to have you need to have the knowledge of basic programming, how to define variables, how to use control statements, and how to define a function. Please practice this. In the next video, I will come with basics of Arduino, where our IoT journey begins. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day.